Now, this chapter starts with Knuckles and the old man still fighting, and while at first I thought that Knuckles was going to handle this guy with no effort, it became very clear that this echidna is actually pretty strong. Although the old man does acknowledge that Knuckles is also very strong and that he definitely can't take a direct hit from him.
What is this monstrous strength? I can't let this hit me.
And while I don't think that this guy is as strong as Knuckles, it seems like he has a good mix of like speed and power, which is why I think he's kind of outclassing Knuckles here. I also have to point out this scene. I like that he threw a JJK reference in there. Now, near the end of this fight, I thought that Knuckles was going to go ahead and knock this guy out, but it seems like the old man got a burst of speed and put Knuckles into the dirt. Now, when Knuckles does wake up, the old man tells him that he can tell that he wasn't trained in the way of the echidna, which makes sense considering that in the present time, Knuckles is the last of his race. But what's even more interesting than that is that the old man actually knows who Knuckles is and was waiting for him this whole time, almost like it's a part of some type of prophecy. And with this, the old man decides not to only give Knuckles access to the emeralds, but also to train him in the way of the echidnas. So basically, when Knuckles gets back to the present, he should be way stronger than he is now, basically going through like a little training arc, and possibly this will allow him to go toe-to-toe with Shin. Now, over at the gun facility, we see that the military has gotten access to Metal Sonic and like souped him up pretty good. Although as of right now, all we can really see is his face. But I think it's obvious that they made him look a lot like Shin in design and size. Another thing to note here that I think is important is that they're also powering Metal Sonic with the last two emeralds. And the soldier makes a really good point here.
Commander, are you sure about powering him with the last two emeralds? I mean, if he loses, Sonic's just gonna get to take them.
It's the only option we have. It wouldn't be strong enough otherwise.
If Shin does manage to take out Metal, he will basically have access to all the emeralds. But if I'm being honest, I don't think that Shin is going to be able to take out Metal before Knuckles can return or Shadow wakes up. Metal Sonic has always been a force to be reckoned with, and I don't think that's going to change in this AU. Now, we also get a closer look at Shadow here, and we see that he's been beaten up pretty bad at one point, but I don't think that he's going to be out of commission for too much longer because I think he's just too stubborn to stay out of this fight for very long. We also see that Gun has another trump card, and that, of course, being Amy Rose. And while she may not be the strongest character in the Sonic verse overall, she is in no way weak. I think a lot of people forget this, but in the comments especially, Amy has feats that put her like raw power up there with Vector and Knuckles. Maybe not on par, but close to it.